Okay, 11Q plus. Let's say hello. And play a diagonally opposite corner. And I'm going to go for a 4-4 and a 4-1, just like my opponent did. 4-4 and a 4-3. One off. Okay, he approaches. I will do the normal attached Joseki. I could pincer. For variety. Yeah, let's try the pincer here. I have a stone here that maybe it's working with. Maybe I can build some influence on this side. He attaches. I think you just back off here when they do the attachment and get a position on the side. If I go here, he can extend. If I go here, he can extend. Or he can push and then extend. If I go here, he can hane, and if I go here, he can't. So let's go here. Maybe the hane wouldn't have worked, but... Okay. So this is close to being alive. It can make an eye in here. Can go out on this side. So let's just respond to this and try and keep this group surrounded here, and don't let him hane at the head of 2 or 3 stones. Except I think I will allow the hane at 3 because it's probably bigger for me to make an enclosure here and try and get something going. Something going on the left side here. Okay, so he extended from his enclosures, from his corner. So let's take away his enclosure. Okay, he ignored that, and he's doing a shoulder hit here. Let's defend the corner. Then let's follow up here. He didn't finish his enclosure over here or respond to my approach. That's just weird. If I go here, he pushes. I go here. I can cut and then cut, something like that. Let's just connect up here in the corner. Turn. Okay, looks like he wants to build this side. And he's giving up the corner in order to do that. I can descend here, which will keep the corner for me. And it's not Sente, though, is it? If he plays away, the cut doesn't really do anything. He just drives me this way. Let's extend once more, then. Probably doesn't want me haneing here at the head of his 2 stones. Yep. Then we'll do the approach to this stone. Take the big moves if you don't have any Sente moves. Okay, he is going to drive me into the corner here. I'll accept that. That's unusual. Let's see, so I can connect up this way and I can still go this way. Let's connect up. And turn this way. So if I turn this way, he can take this stone. Because if I extend, then he cuts here. Connect. He extends. Actually, that doesn't work, does it? I was thinking maybe I just sacrifice the stone. So how I was thinking, I extend. And he Ataris this stone. Yeah, and then I'm dead. So I have to connect here. Okay, so I was right in my first assessment, which is I lose this stone. That's okay. The approach stone is often sacrificed when you take the other side. So that's Hane here. Don't want to be kept low over here. He wants to keep me low. Let's think about this. If I Hane on top, he cuts. I connect. Then he has to connect or he will lose this stone. Then I can go here. He'll be down to 1, 2, 3 liberties. He can cut. I can Atari. I'm down to just 2 liberties. Guess I can't play that way. So I will connect. This player seems pretty good, though. That was a nice little trick to keep me low. Let's take the extension off of this group of stones here as the next biggest move. I don't see a weak group here I can really harass. Okay, and then he got the turn in. That was a big move. He gets the rest of the corner. So maybe pushing down, it wasn't Sente, but it was a type of reverse Sente. It would stop him from playing this move. Okay, so if he Hane's here, I ignore him. I play away. He Hane's here. I Atari. He cuts. I Atari. He extends. I take. It's kind of ugly, isn't it? I guess if he Hane's here, I can just turn. It's a small move there. So I think I should take the move here that will connect up my stones on this side. Yeah, he plays in the middle. Let's connect up. He pushes, I block. He pushes, I block. Can Hane here. Atari there. Let's play back a little bit. Stay connected, but without allowing him to Atari his way into my position. Too much. He is building on the outside here. So got a peep here. Hane here. Turn here. Or just another move out here. Take the last open space on the board. Is it possible to start harassing this group a little bit? Let's see if we can get a little fight going here. So I go here, then I can cut him off. Now, these 2 stones will be surrounded if I do that, right? I go here, he turns. I have to turn. I can't jump because he Ataris and takes. So I turn, he follows, I turn. I continue. Yeah, I don't know, it's something. Looks like I'm not completely dead there, so. I go here, he pushes in. I go here, he cuts. So yeah, I think I have to go here. He's going to Hane. Go here, he's going to Hane. I go here, he Hanes. I cut. Ataris, I extend. Extending this way is not that great, huh? Go here, he Hanes. I Hane back. He cuts. I can Atari. Looks like those stones are lost. The best I could do is play on the outside, it looks like. do I want to? These stones are no longer cut off, so they're not weak. Okay, so we'll just turn here. Oh, I guess I should go back to the big move over here, huh? Anyway, I guess I think it's important to cut your losses quickly when you realize something's not working. Okay, I'm alive in the corner. He's taken up a good chunk of my territory over here, but it's not a problem. Let's take away a shape point over here. And then come out, try and make this area a bit larger. So let's see, so if we look at corners, I have 1, 2, he has 1.5. So I have 2.5, I guess, because this one could go either way. I have a position on the side here. He has a position here, which is pretty big because it includes this over here. And he's trying to make it larger. So let's keep these stones separated from these stones. Okay, let's do a push and cut then. Okay, he can't really ladder me here, but let's keep going. I can maybe turn on these stones. So that was with the threat. Hane here, he will certainly cut, jump. Will he respond if I extend once more? Let's say he plays on this side, then I can turn. And, I don't think he needs to respond if I continue pushing, so I will jump out. Give myself some shape. Don't want to end up getting lost here, so I'm going to double Hane. Is that a good idea? I want to. He can cut here, and I only have 2 remaining liberties. It's not a good idea. Okay, like I said, let's make some shape here. Okay, I can push in, he can block. The clamp over here. He extends, I extend, he extends, I Atari. Let's do the clamp once. And then continue to jump out over here. Okay, so he can come as far as here. I can block. This is looking pretty good as far as the likelihood that this group will live, and it prevented him from grabbing the whole center, which he was threatening to do at one point. So can I push and cut? Probably not. Should I sacrifice this stone and just go here? if I connect, he's going to extend or Hane here and reduce this group. If I go on this side, I lose this stone potentially, but I get territory over here. Okay, so it looks like he's happy with that choice. So I'm connected up, so I'm going to be alive one way or another. Let's descend here. And then let's start playing the big end game. So block here. He plays in the middle. It's just, I have to stay connected here. I don't have to have a lot of territory. Though maybe I should try and cut this stone off. I go here, he pushes, I block. He can Atari me this way. Yeah, it's not going to be that great, is it? Okay. If he goes here, I just connect. So let's just connect up then. Okay, I have to go here first because I don't want him pushing in here and I don't want him going here. So this connects me and stops him from pushing in there. So then I connect here. Can Atari. So I go here. Yeah, I have to connect. He has to connect. Okay, do I need to play another move? He can turn. I block. He can try and cut in here, but I can cut him off. So he can turn, he can come here, but he can't cut me off. So I don't need another move other than to keep him from continuing to erode my territory there. But isn't it bigger? Yeah, let's do some Sente endgame. And then finish with the big move over here. Is there a weakness, any group that I could probe here? This is pretty big territory here, huh? Yeah, his groups are all connected, so there's a possibility over here. Let's go ahead and grab this big endgame point, though. Okay, I think that should die, so let's see if we can kill it successfully. So if I go here, then he will Atari me. So I'd go here to take that shape point away. I go here. He Atari's from this side. I go here. He takes. I turn. He fills in. If I just go here, This is a false eye. Yeah, he just has one eye. I think this is the simplest way to keep it from becoming alive. I can live in double co. That's pretty exciting. But yeah, that didn't actually work. The way he played it did not work. Yeah, so I don't need to respond again. The most he can do is connect, and he still doesn't have two eyes there. So the next biggest point, I think, is over here. If I go here, he has to Atari me. Yeah, I can't quite figure out the best way to do this. He didn't respond to this Hane down here. I could just extend. That's a big in-game point because it gives me... So, yeah, he lets me get this Atari in here. If I Atari this way and connect, I'm threatening this group, though. Not threatening it, but I'm taking territory away from that group. It's not going to work. If I connect, he pushes here, I block, and then he cuts me off. So I needed to have this in place first. Well, he'll have to grab this stone. So I guess that wasn't so great. Let's go ahead and connect up. Okay, he's got an Atari here, I connect. The Atari's here, I connect. So take this point. So I've got this area, got this area. This would threaten to come in here a little bit, so might get a response. Yeah, and then I can block here. Go here, he pushes, I connect. He pushes, I connect. Can turn. I go here, he pushes, I connect. He cuts and then kills me. So I have to play here first before I try anything tricky over here. Okay, we will Atari there and then connect. So this is solid. And yeah, he's going to go for that. That was a stone that just slipped. I was going to go there. If I lose by 1 point, I'll be annoyed. Let's go there. You have to connect. Okay, let's make sure we don't get disconnected here. Okay, yeah, we're all connected up. Okay, we're connected either way, so I don't have to play there again. I could poke in here. Throw in Tari. Could try and set up a throw in and a double Atari here. Probably let's finish the end game first. Okay, there. Okay, if I go here, he could cut. I take Atari, so I can't go there. Let's just connect. Yeah, I was looking at that move next to go there, but can't play it. Can't play it now. Okay, we'll settle that one. Let's take that space. Ah, he did see the weakness over here. Okay, let's connect there. That gives me a point. And we can go here to point and gote. Connecting here maybe is important. Because of that, yeah, because now he's got an Atari and take. I have to connect up here. Force me to play a move inside. See, so here. It's a good thing I have this eye. If he takes away all these liberties, he still doesn't have this trick where he cuts and then takes. Because I don't run out of liberties here. I'll always have this eye here. So if I extend and he ignores me and I Atari, he connects, and then I extend, he can connect here. So not going to do anything. I think we're done. Yeah, I don't think there's any more moves. Let's pass. This, he has this and this and this, and I have this. This is pretty big. This is pretty big. This and this are comparable. This and this and this. I think I'm a little bit ahead with the Komi. I can check it out with Katrain after the game. So let's see, is my opponent going to pass? He's thinking about it. Well, yeah, he can look for moves. Maybe there's some weird throw in, but all the moves I see are dame. If I go here, that's just dame. I can go here and here. These are dead stones, so extending them doesn't help. Total captures, he has 2 and I have 2, so that's even. I could try to count while he's thinking. Let's see. Oh, he passed. Okay, let's pass and we'll just get the result. Okay, these are dead. This is dead, so that's all his territory. These are dead. So this is all his territory. Okay, these remaining blue points really are Dame. So I will say done. And I won by 20 points. Okay, so I was ahead throughout that game. We can still check it out with Cochrane, see if there's some interesting turning points, and I'll see you there. Bye. Before we look at the Cochrane summary, I just wanted to point this out. This was my 10th game I've had since creating this account, and so it's updated my rating to 9Q, still preliminary. It's only until you play 20 games that it, or provisional, it's no longer provisional and goes into the regular rating system. So anyway, it's heading in the right direction, and I should have some stronger opponents in the next set of games. So let's look at what Cochrane had to say about this. Here we go. So this is what the graph looks like. At the beginning, there was no Comey in this game, so black has the advantage at the beginning. 77% chance to win, or 5-point advantage. But black pretty quickly made some weak moves and gave it away. And then in the midsection, it was going back and forth up to this line here, which is even. And then around here, around move 130, I think it was, I start to take over and I keep the advantage for the rest of the game. So just a few points I wanted to look at. In the opening, where my opponent, playing black, started to make some mistakes. In this setup, I just made a solid shape here. He had attached. I pincered. He approached, I pincered, he attached. I haned, he pulled back, and I made the tiger's mouth. It's all pretty standard. And then the strongest move, it looks like, is playing here, although just jumping out seems good as well for black. And black can, pincer my pincer stone by building a wall here. This move here, I guess, doesn't put too much pressure on me, and it doesn't really help black as much as the other moves. So this is like the first of the several weak moves that black makes that give me the advantage, continuing to push here. And now the game is about even. And then after a couple more moves, let's see, what was this one? The hane here was not good. It wants him to turn in the corner and then take a move out here. So, gradually I'm building up a pretty good advantage, and then I give it all back in like one move here. This is a good example of a typical mistake I made. What I did was I played the turn here. I thought about the cut, so I didn't totally ignore the cut. I thought somehow that I could protect this stone, but I can't protect both of them. If he cuts, if I allow him to cut here, and if I protect this stone, then he takes this one. So that's for some reason I wasn't seeing that. That's kind of funny because that's a very, very common trick. So it was more important for me to protect this cut than it was for me to get the turn in. You see, he immediately takes the turn away. So that was a good move if I didn't have a more pressing matter. But it's just important to recognize these weaknesses and fix them before you go adventuring. This is urgent before big is a good example of that, I think. So the game gets back to even, goes back and forth. Let's see, I make some more mistakes along here. Oh yeah, this is the section where I play a move down here. This is a pretty big mistake too. Trying to press from on top. And it shows that I have a couple of options here. One is if I want to undercut this group, if I want to reduce, I'm basically trying to reduce this and prevent it from becoming a big area. One way to do that is to play from underneath and just take away the base from this group. And that seems to be okay. Another way to play it is to just leave this alone and make a big move over here. But this pressing from on top just doesn't work. And in the actual game, he protected, which he didn't. It wasn't even the best move. And then I extended, which was continuing to play the same mistake, basically. to make the same mistake. I'm trying to press him down, and it's just not going to work, which I didn't realize until he played this move that nets my stones, and there was no way out. And then the best way to recover from this, it seems like, is to try and sacrifice immediately. I did decide to sacrifice by just playing away, but the Katrain here is recommending, Katago is recommending this move, to play a couple of moves on the outside to get the benefit of these stones here before playing away. And so that would have been stronger than the turn that I made. So as a result of these series of weak moves, the game gets to the point where it's almost even again. And you can see it goes back and forth where he makes some weak moves and I make some weak moves. And he never really had an advantage or much of one. There's a tiny spike here where he may have had a slight edge. So let's just go to the final turning point. I thought this one was interesting as well. It's similar to the first mistake I pointed out, which was there was a weakness over here and I was ignoring it and playing a territorial move, just trying to grab a little more space. I basically was going into endgame mode at this point, but I was just a little bit too soon. I needed to play a protecting move over here. And then later I could get this move in if black didn't steal it, but it's better for me to protect the corner. So just to show you, if I played here, the best move for black would be to jump in here immediately, which he played this move later. And you see this equalizes white's plus 0.06 points, or 55% chance of winning. But I mean, that's definitely equal as far as we're concerned. And it's interesting that when I look at the sequence being played here, he doesn't live in the corner. This group is dead. There's not two eyes there. But there's a ko there, and sometimes it also takes different forms. But he does get some moves on the outside. So I guess playing all these moves on the inside that are basically wasted, but I have to respond to them, so it's not costing him anything. And he gets some forcing moves on the outside. If he can get away with a move or two like that and get Sente, then at the end of the day, it was worth it to him to do that invasion, and it does equalize the game. Fortunately for me, he didn't play the invasion in the best possible way, and this is how I got the final advantage. He played his invasion here. Oh, well, first he responded to my move up here. And then he responded to that move too. And then he declined to respond to this one, and he finally jumped in here, which Katago has been recommending for quite a while. And then thinks blocking this way is better than blocking this way. If you look at my stones on the outside, actually, it kind of makes sense. These stones are strong. I've got a stone pillar here of two stones, and there's just a single stone here. So playing on this side kind of makes this side a little bit stronger. Basically equalizes the strength between the two sides, whereas here is adding a stone to the side that's already strong. But even so, he can't really live here. It turns into a ko, but he can gain some points on the outside again. So in the game, let's see, I played this way, and he blocked. And then this move was his big mistake here. Now he's not going to even be able to live in the corner. And I guess it was this one here. This was his final big mistake. See that -7. So he's not really living there. This doesn't make an eye, so he gets a most one eye. And I didn't even have to play that move. He was going to be dead there anyway, and he didn't even get the moves on the outside that he got in the other lines. So I end up with a big advantage. It's 15 points here, and then by the end it is 20 points. So overall, a pretty well played game for me. It's 54 to 54. That's higher than average for a full game. In the opening, I did quite well. 73 is pretty good for me, and is as good as I usually get in the end game. The mid game, actually, he outplayed me in the mid game, according to Katago here. Yeah, and you saw I was making a lot of mistakes, letting him back into it. And then I did quite well in the end game. So overall, I'm happy with that effort, and I'm looking forward to playing some more challenging games with some tougher opponents. So see you then. Bye.